underway. I'm Kevin Harlan, joined by Doris Burke courtside. Next to me, Clark Kellogg and Steve Kerr in the booth. And now a quick check of our starting lineups for both teams.
Those moves have paid off. I mean, they're having a good season.
Well, no team likes to have their first-round pick belong to another team. It gets worse when you're a lottery team yourself and you're trying to build your talent base up. But the Raptors' number 12 pick in this summer's draft went to one of the elite teams in Oklahoma City.
And that one's... The feed now to Wade. Clock at 6. That drops.
Bad as it might seem for the Raptors to have not had a first, I mean, it is bad. It was as good as any other time for them to not have a first.
Shoots from the line, and it's blocked by Moon. Pass to Bosch. Makes no mistake on the open jump shot.
But they never got going.
Yeah, and to lose it the way they did, too, I mean, that's where it really hurts, Steve. That's a hard one to take.
Again, the miss by the Heat. O'Neal. Shot goes down. Number 11. He's guarded by Williams. And the officials call goaltending, so they'll award the basket.
He got there late, but you do have to like the aggressiveness to go after the block. But that...
He feeds it to Haslam. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Williams shoots. He squares up and sinks it.
And if there was an aspect of the game that jumped out at me, guys, it was the rebound. There was a huge difference in the effort both teams.
Outside Williams. Connects from three-point range. Bosch, a screen on Williams. Feeds it to Parker. Number 11. And it's good on the assist by Parker. Number 11. Drains it from 17 feet out. Back to O'Neal. And there's a nice one-handed slam.
I can't help but say that.
Well, let's see how that impacts things here, because those kinds of plays sometimes can be game changers on both sides. You know, the only tough part of that basket for him was getting into such good position. The rest of it seemed easy.
Snatched away. Fast break Toronto. And Moon kicks to Bass. And the bucket counts, and he's on his way to the free throw line. Wade left side. Stolen by Bosch. Pushing it up. With the lead pass. Calderon, that's good. Calderon kicks to Bosch. Right side Bosch. And they're going to count the bucket and send him to the line. 5 on the clock. The tray. That doesn't go either for Davis. And Steve, while they were on their way to those playoffs, the opposite was the case on the other side. The one-sided nature of their games wasn't a surprise, was it, Clark?
Not at all, Kevin. They were two totally different teams in a number of ways. I mean,
the Heat trail by 13. And Davis, here we go. The dish to Anthony. Looking to end the run. And that one falls, coming off of Davis's feed. Hardaway with it. Now guarded by Graham. Mourning with the screen. Hardaway passes to Mourning. Here's Cook. Drains it from beyond the arc.
Seems like
2 on the clock. Long range from the inbound. Hits the bucket. The Heat trail by 9. Davis drives in. Here's Anthony. That's in there. Davis with the assist.
it's a very well-coached team, Clark. I mean, you look at the numbers, and you talked about the few turnovers. The top 5 in the league, in fact, in fewest mistakes. So this is a well-disciplined, well-coached team. And when they're on their game, they're just one of those teams you hate to play against because they don't give you anything.
Right, left side. Kicks to Quinn. Passes it to O'Neal. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
Well, it's become one of the stories of the first half, Clark, just piling up points in the paint.
Humphries, the pass to Delfino. Drops in the tray. Back to Wade. Good, and it's Williams who picks up the assist. Passes it to Nesterovic. Number 11. From the top of the key, he buries it. Left side, Williams. Haslam dishes to right. Some nice ball movement here by the Heat. Wade outside. From deep. And that one's good.
Something that had to be done. You could see why that would have been the case.
Williams with the steal. Oh, here comes Williams all alone. Drops in the breakaway layup.
Aggressiveness on display here has caught him off guard. Playing airtight defense and coming up with the steal.
And they're getting out in transition, too.
And, you know, they could get better this year and beyond, Steve, if they work as a unit. Of course, that'll be the key. Warnings checked in for O'Neal. Wade kicks to right, and it's thrown down hard with both hands.
Went for the two-hander on that slam. That's where the weight room
It's one of the great feats in NBA history. Winning 27 games in a row in the regular season. So difficult, but it showed you what the Heat were made of. They really were battling every night, and I thought that put them on a great run heading into the playoffs. Particularly deflating for that team. You know, the Raptors really are still learning. They're a young team, and last year was a chance to try to learn, try to educate themselves, but going forward, they're going to have to cut back on those fouls. Those are really, really a killer.
Back to Bosch. Left side, Bosch. Money from the wing. Bosch has got 16. Right outside. Right, left side. Good. He's got 6.
Tell you what, it's a huge plus to have him making shots like that.
And Parker, here we go. Yes! And the foul. It's into the second half now. Back to Wade. Shoots a 3. Shot's good.
in there. I don't have a problem with the call.
Right around 3 minutes into the second half. That's good. The drive by Wade. Williams from outside. They get the rebound. O'Neal. And there's 2 points.
Those are shots you want to make.
Number 11. And again, Toronto no up.
In this quarter, he's really been off the mark. He just looks a little bit unsettled.
And that one's good. Here's the pass to Nesterovich. O'Neal's there to the inside and stolen by Wright. In transition, here comes Miami. Here's Williams, finished off the break. Parker passes to Nesterovich. The dish now to Bosch. To stop the drought. Count the basket and the foul. The Heat leading by 4. And right, here we go. The quick look, no good that time.
He's not necessarily a strong inside presence, but he needs to polish those chances off.
Kicks it to Moon. Pass to Dixon. Buries it from three-point range. Pass to Wade. Parker with the steal. And now Parker pushing it up. No one back to stop him. Rips down the breakaway slam. Calderon against Hardaway. Wade drives in. The turnaround J. That's good. Feeds to Delfino. Dishes it to Bargnani. He kicks to Calderon. Hands it from downtown.
Like one team gets the lead and then the other one storms right back.
Yeah, that is evidenced by the 8 lead changes we've seen so far.
Bargnani inside. Great tee that time from Davis. Miami's gone 1 of 4 in three-point shots here in the third. Now Haslam inside, and he stuffs it. One a pass to set him up. That's the 5 out there for the Raptors. Fires from 14. Good, he hits the jump shot. It's stolen by Calderon. Fast break Toronto. Calderon leading the charge. Here's Capono. That falls. Nice speed this time. Wade left side. 6 on the shot clock. Williams kicks to Davis. Looking to get it going. And he sinks the layup.
Well, sometimes
The Heat making a switch here. Williams passes to Cook. He hits it from 9. Bosch, a screen on Williams. Kicks to Capono. And the Raptors miss again.
You know, even though he missed that three-point shot, I think the defense has to do a better job of challenging the shot.
Yeah, because you know if you continue to give up open looks like that.
Just over 2.5 minutes played now here in the final quarter of regulation. Humphries with the bucket. He feeds it to Capona. Pass to Bosch. Good ball movement here by the Raptors. Dixon hangs on the trifecta. From beyond the arc. And again, Toronto no up. The Heat trail by 4. Morning kicks to O'Neal. In low to Davis. And count the basket. He was fouled, and he's going to the line for one more.
Rarely will you out-rebound an opponent like that and not have it pay off.
O'Neal dishes to Davis. He kicks to Williams. Back to Davis. 6 to shoot. The basket is good off the assist from Williams. On the bottom of the bucket. Calderon kicks to Moon. Inside to Bosch. Gets to the rim for G with the D all over him. Here is Parker. Back to Bosch. The second chance effort. So the whistle blows on the shot and 2 free throws for the contact right there. From past the arc, they get it back. Second chance shot. Morning can't make it work. The Raptors have gone 5 of 12 from the field entering the fourth quarter. There's the pick. Calderon passes to Parker. The dish to Bosch. Bosch gets a screen from Calderon. And it's Bosch. That time on it. It's Davis with the drive. Shot clock at 5. It's going to be a 24-second shot clock violation. They turn it over. And there's the pass to Moon. Just 5 to shoot. Trying his luck deep. That drops.
Another good look there.
Been doing extremely well. Corralling those Karens.
Seems like not a whole lot else is going right for them though.
They grab their own miss. Misses from 6 feet away. Guys, a good chance for them to slow it down.
Yeah, I agree. Got to use some clock here.
We've got 1:18 left in the fourth quarter. Gaston Nesterovich. Banked in off the glass. Parker against Wade. And he drops it in from the low post. Shot clock at 6. Here's Bosch. That one rolling around and runs out. Miami's
Probably time to just say it, guys. This game is over.
I think you're right on target there.
And so it's Toronto winning this one. Both teams played well, but these guys had the edge.